Every single review just gives you a bunch of different features and you are still absolutely confused which is the best choice for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you just the very specific features that you actually need to pay attention to understand which is the best choice for you based on your specific case. And on top of that, I have some discounts and crazy bonuses if you use my affiliate links, so check out all of the links in the description. When it comes to GetResponse automations, they do have some interesting things. So they have all of the usual sort of automations that you will need, but also they have some additional things, for example, engagement scoring. And then you can send personalized emails based on that engagement scoring. And obviously you have all of these other usual features that you will have on other tools. But I would say it's pretty advanced. And you even have some CRM based type of conditions. So I will give it 9 out of 10. I would say it's one of the stronger tools when it comes to automations in email marketing. When it comes to ease of use and interface, it's very clear layout with guided onboarding. However, Automation Builder is, because it's pretty powerful, it does feel a little bit complex for beginners. But once you kind of get used to it, it's honestly not that difficult, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10. By the way, I created a blueprint for the best business model out there, so check the description. When it comes to forms, you have all the pop-ups, embeds, exit intent with really good templates, and obviously you can trigger all the automations and add tagging. It's decent customization, however, it's not as flexible design as a dedicated form tool, so it's nothing special per se, but it has all of the stuff you'll need. It's an 8 out of 10. When it comes to Newsletter Designer, it's a feature-rich email builder with a lot of modern templates. You'll have most of the blocks that you need, and they are reusable as well. Also, if you're selling the products, then you have dynamic product recommendations and personalized sections. There's also A/B testing for content and for subject lines. So it's pretty decent builder. I do maybe prefer some of the other email marketing builders, but this has quite a lot of different features, so I'll give it 8 out of 10. When it comes to e-commerce and store, you have all the integrations with Shopify, WooCommerce, and it supports product tagging, abandoned cart recovery, purchase tracking. I'll show you this a little bit later, but basically you can sell your own products directly through the landing pages, and it has these sales funnel capabilities. So it's a 9 out of 10. It's a little bit more advanced maybe if you're going to use these sale funnel capabilities that I'll show you later. When it comes to AI features, they're emphasizing a lot on AI. However, what I saw mostly was there's AI email generator and subject line suggestions, which every email marketing software has. And they do have predictive time send time optimization, which again, most of the softwares have. And they also claim they have this AI campaign assistant, but I think it's very early stages maybe, so it's not very useful yet. So it's a 7 out of 10. When it comes to unique features, there are quite a few different features. So first of all, they have built-in webinars, so you can run a webinar with email marketing software, which is hosting platform. So you can basically create courses and host courses on here, which again is something that's not typical for email marketing tool. It's more for a course creation tool. Also, you have funnel builder for lead magnet sales webinars. Also, you have a funnel builder for lead magnets, sales, and webinars. So what this is basically, if you go in here, you will see that the way they structure this, they do it really like as a funnel. So you have your top of a funnel, let's say your Facebook ads that you can connect, landing pages, sign-up forms, email marketing, sales pages, blah, 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 blah. All of these different things. And they actually even provide like a one-click upsell. Most of this, I would say that you can do this with email automations in general, So you don't necessarily need this like built-in sort of thing. They just structure it in like this specific way that kind of makes it easy to understand, but honestly, you can execute same thing with other email marketing softwares. This maybe makes it just like a tad bit easier. And also something like one-click upsell is something you will not have this with other email marketing software. So this is maybe the one thing that kind of like stands out, but all of these other features, they are available. They're maybe not just structured as nicely. There are a couple of things you have to understand when it comes to GetResponse pricing. So first of all, we choose 10,000 subscribers. With the starter plan, honestly, you are missing some of the really essential features. So if we look at the features that they provide, you will see that actually when it comes to all of these, perfect timing, A/B testing, e-commerce tracking, none of these features exist with the basic plan, and even like these basic features, and also the features why you might want to go with GetResponse is all of this sales funnel builder, and that doesn't exist with this plan as well. So honestly, it's kind of limited. It's only $79 a month, which is not a bad price. However, for the features it's providing, it's not really worth it. So really, you'll want to go either with Marketer or you'll want to go with Creator. And as you can see, they're really promoting this one because the only reason you might want to go with GetResponse is if you're actually going to use all of these features of course creation, the conversion funnel, building out a website, and the Marketer plan, it's $114 a month, which is fairly competitive pricing compared to other softwares, but it doesn't have all of these features. So when it comes to webinars, website creation, course creation, it doesn't have those things. So technically, if you go for that, you'll need to go with Creator Plan, which is $134, which is a little bit on the higher price end, and then you get those features. However, one thing to keep in mind here as well is that they have a limit on how many students you can have, and as you can see here, you can have up to 5,000 students. So just keep that in mind, because it might seem like a lot, but if one of the ways how you're requiring basically your email subscribers is by having a free course, then you might actually hit this number pretty quick if you have a free course. Whereas some of the other, as I said, sales pages, they might come at similar price tag, and they have unlimited and they have additional features. When it comes to the funnel, they have very advanced features. So who is it best for? So if you want something that is a bit closer to a sales funnel builder because of what I just showed you in the last point, then this might be good because it's email marketing software, but it's trying to sort of be a sales funnel builder as well. However, I will say one thing, that it's not as good as an actual sales funnel builder. So if you're going for this email marketing software because it's sort of like a sales funnel builder, I would say just go for a sales funnel builder and that's it. And I'll leave a link for my favorite one. But if you want just to have some basic features, and if you want to host maybe some courses and sort of just have, you know, your email marketing tool being able to do those things, then this might be a good choice for you. But I would just go with actual sales funnel builder if I'm going to go with GetResponse. When it comes to Kit automations, you have this visual builder that's very simple to use, and you have most of the different events, actions, and conditions that you will need. You have multiple entry triggers, you have all of the basic if and else branching. The one thing to note here is that there is no in automation split testing, A/B testing, and goal tracking. So this is something that some of other email marketing softwares have that Convertkit is still lacking. That's why I'll give it an 8 out of 10 in terms of automations. When it comes to ease of use and interface, it's very clean, minimalistic design. Honestly, pretty simple to understand. However, it's not a typical setup compared to other email marketing tools. The way they set up all of the automations and rules is a little bit different. So I would say just a tiny bit higher learning curve, but it's still very easy. That's why it's 8 out of 10 and it's not 10 out of 10. When it comes to landing pages, there's a bunch of different templates to choose from. Build mostly, I would say, for creator style, so great for like lead magnets and things like that, just simple funnels. The editor is very simple to use as well, drag and drop. The only thing that's a downside is there is a little bit of a limit on customization, and there's no A/B testing, which usually isn't the case for email marketing softwares, but there are some tools that allow you to do that. So it's an 8 out of 10. When it comes to forms, you have all the embeds, pop-ups, they look very clean. Again, a lot of different templates. You can trigger automations directly if someone signs up for a form. You can add a tag or update to a different tag right away when someone basically fills in a form. Good choice of templates. It's, I would say, an 8 out of 10 because, again, there's no A/B testing for forms. When it comes to Newsletter Designer, it's focused on text first actually. It's very minimalistic, great for personal newsletters, but you can create actually some really beautiful newsletters and they have great templates. Customization is actually really great. I really like the customization on Kit, and they do also provide you A/B testing for subject lines, 2 for the main plan and 5 actually subject line A/B testings for the pro plan, which is really a lot. And on the pro plan you also get content A/B testing as well, so it's a 9 out of 10. When it comes to e-commerce and selling, basically you have actually digital products that you can create directly and sell them through Kit. They have this Kit, Convertkit Commerce. And aside from that, you also have the different integrations with all of the main platforms, Shopify, WooCommerce, and auto product tagging, purchase triggers, things like that. So there's some e-commerce automations, but again, it's not an e-commerce email marketing platform per se. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. When it comes to AI features, you have AI subject line generator and you have email writing assistant. Basic functionality, no crazy integrated AI functionalities or any segmentation automation capabilities yet. So it's in 7 out of 10. When it comes to unique features, there's actually quite a lot when it comes to Kit. First of all, there's creator network for newsletters. So basically what you can do here is you can recommend other newsletters and they can recommend you, and you can grow your subscribers. This is a very unique feature that basically you don't really have on other email marketing softwares. There's also the built-in referral system, which funny enough, they don't even show it on their website. But what this means is basically you can create sort of like this opt-in where people get automatic links. So they actually use this tool, Sparkloop, that you automatically get on the Pro plan. It doesn't exist on other plans. But basically, if people invite, let's say 1, 5, whatever you said, other people to subscribe to your newsletter, they're going to get some sort of reward. So you can basically select what kind of rewards you are giving in exchange for how many new subscribers. So it's a great way to grow your newsletter. Another super important thing is they have a tip jar and they have paid recommendations. So paid recommendations, again, this is a very specific feature. As you can see here, basically you can choose how much you want to, so you can do it 2 ways. You can either use it to grow or to earn money. So here, let's say these are all of the newsletters that if you promote them within your newsletter, you are going to get X amount of dollars per subscriber, depending on how much they're paying. And you can do the same as well if you want to grow your own newsletter. You can pay them. So this is an amazing way to basically grow your newsletter or make money on a very automated, very simple way. So when it comes to Kit pricing, first of all, they have this newsletter pricing, which is $0 a month, and it's up to 10,000 subscribers, which sounds absolutely crazy. You don't get 10,000 subscribers nowhere else. However, there is a catch, and the catch is they call it newsletter plan because here basically you can just, if you're sending out emails every week, every day, whatever it is, once off emails and that's it, then this can work for you. However, if you want some email automations, they only provide one basic automation and one email sequence. So if you want something that's a little bit more advanced, more automated, then you are going to run out right away. And you do have like actually quite a lot of different features, as you can see here. All of these opt-in forms, landing pages, even selling digital products, running paid subscriptions, but there are definitely limitations. Now, if we go to paid plans, if you choose 10,000 subscribers here, and they have basically two options. There's the Creator and Creator Pro. The Creator is $140 a month, and the Creator Pro is $190 a month. So this is somewhere within like the mid / even a little bit higher tier pricing compared to other email marketing softwares. However, there is a reason why that's the case. So aside from the usual sort of the automation sequences, usual features, they provide some additional stuff like free recommendations. So basically gaining subscribers through other email newsletters, paid recommendations as well. So you get that within the Creator plan. So you can actually start making money by promoting other people's newsletters. So these tools, they don't exist with most email marketing softwares. So basically you are paying for these additional things here that actually can really be worth the money if you are going to use those features, because you simply don't get them, or you're paying actually even a lot more money for them. And the difference between Creator and Creator Pro plan is, well, there are some smaller things like how many users you get, but if you want some very advanced A/B testing, so this is basically you get, instead of 2 subject lines, you get 5 subject line tests. You can test the copy of the actual email. If you want Facebook custom audiences, and this is very important as well. So newsletter referral system, basically you can give out some sort of prizes if people refer other people to subscribe to your newsletter. And as you can see here, they say that they use this tool called SparkLoop that usually costs $100 a month to use by itself. So actually, if this is part of how you're going to grow your newsletter, then this is actually a really good deal. Because you're paying, as you can see, for 10,000 subscribers, you're only paying extra $50, but you are getting this tool that's $100 a month, plus you're getting all of these other more advanced features as well. So who is it best for? It's really great for creators, for coaches, solopreneurs. Basically, it's focusing a lot on audience growth and monetization. So these features that I mentioned before, if you will want to use the paid recommendations, if you will want to use referrals, then this might be really a great tool, because this is all already included within the software and you don't need to add additional tools on top of that. By the way, I have also made an ultimate video comparing all of the different softwares, so go check that out, link in description. And don't forget, I have special discounts and crazy bonuses if you use my affiliate link. So if you enjoyed this, check out all of those links.